Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mrtcupz from OriginalContentHD, and today, this week, we got another top 10 video. We're going to be doing the top 10 raid bosses on OPTC Japan. So we're going to be rating the raid bosses like we did with the legends. We're going to rate them on their captain ability, their special ability, their overall ability as a captain, their overall ability as a sub, farm ability, stuff like that, and pretty much at the end of the day, my personal opinion. Because this is the thing with raid bosses, they're a little bit different to legends. Generally in this game, if you pull a legend, you've got a good unit. Except if you pull Boa, pretty much every other legend in the game is useful. But with raid bosses, there is a bit of a difference. Some raid bosses are absolutely amazing, and some are not that great. And also some raid bosses hugely depends on certain teams. Some raid bosses you will never use unless you pull a certain legend, so it's kind of like that. But anyway, we're going to get on with the show. Also, wait a minute, before we start, just remember, this is my personal opinion. At number 10, we have Global's wet dream, and that is Zephyr. He's a 2-slot captain and he boosts attack of shooters by 2.5, so he's a pretty decent shooter captain overall. But the main reason people use Zephyr is for his special ability. He boosts the attack of shooters by 1.75 for 2 turns. So if you've got a strong day shooter team, you're going to be doing a shit ton of damage, big boy. This is the reason he's in number 10. Decent captain, amazing special. Certain teams he's an absolute god. And this is the thing, he's pretty easy to beat, so farming him is not too difficult. At number 9, we have the mountain with the squeaky voice, and that's Pika. He's a 2-slot captain, he boosts powerhouse by 2.25 and their HP by 1.5. And for his special ability, this is one of the main reasons why he's pretty decent. For all characters, he'll change all empty and bad orbs into matching orbs, and he'll cut all enemies' HP by 20%, so it's a pretty decent special, and on certain teams, and definitely certain Fortnites, this can be absolutely amazing. He's also got some really good stats. He's got over 4,000 HP. You got 2 Pikas, 1.5 HP boost, and a powerhouse team. You're going to have a shit ton of HP. Very nice, very useful captain. Still pretty easy to farm as well. He's not the hardest raid boss out there. Overall, good unit. At number 8, we have the woman with the fat mangoes herself, and that is Boa. Kind of ironic really, because I rate her raid boss better than her legend card. She's a 3-slot captain, and she boosts attack and HP of 3 spirit characters by 2 times. Now, her special is pretty fucking good. It locks chain multiplier 2.5 for 2 turns, and delays enemies by 1 turn. She is a goddamn monster. That special is amazing. The one thing about Boa though, her 60 stamina is pretty hard, so if you ain't got the right team for it, you're going to struggle, but she's a very good unit. And also, if you got Legend Boa, you can farm some sockets for her. At number 7, we have everybody's favourite 80s porn star lookalike, and that is Gazzara. He's a 3-slot captain, and he, at the start of the fight, will reduce the cooldowns of shooters by 2 turns, and he will boost the attack of shooters by 2.25, and their HP by 1.5. So I actually prefer him as a captain instead of Zephyr because I don't have strong legs myself if I'm ever going to run a shooter team. Now he has a 2-stage special, and this is one of the reasons why I rate him so high. His special is very good for shooter teams. He'll change his own orb into quick orb, and he'll reduce the cooldown of fighters and shooters by 1 turn, and he will add 0.5 to the chain multiplier for 2 turns. So it's a pretty good special. He's not the hardest raid boss in the world. His 60 stamina is pretty easy with certain slasher teams. I think you can actually beat him free to play. Good unit, very good. You can also sock your Legend Gazzara if you have him. Overall, he's just a very good shooter unit. I rate him highly. Overall, good. At number 6, we have everybody's favourite Acefister, and that is Big Ol' Akainu. The latest raid boss in OPTC Japan. It will end up coming to global in about 8 years from now. And this is the section where the raid bosses start getting naughty. 3-slot captain. And he's basically a 3 times boost to strength characters if you hit no lower than a good. Any 3 times captain in this game is good. And now for his special, there's 50 times he's attacked all enemies, changes all strength characters' orbs into matching, and boosts the color affinity for strength characters by 1.75 for 1 turn. So overall, goddamn beastly, very beastly, unreal unit. But the reason why I'm ranking him at this point and not higher in the list is because he's pretty fucking hard to beat. He is very, very hard to beat. See, this is the thing, he's basically a free-to-play gear free. But to actually beat Akainu consistently and farming to get his cooldown lower, you're going to have teams that are better than Gear 3. You're most likely going to have a Log Luffy. You're most likely going to have an absolute monstrous team. So that's why I'm rating him at this point, because by the time you can actually farm Akainu successfully, you're not really going to be using him at all after that. Maybe for his use as a sub, but you definitely won't be using him as a captain. Now, at number 5, we have a big old Kuma with those poor hands. He's a 3-slot captain. He boosts HP and attack of cerebral characters by 2 times, and he also deals 5 times the damage received in the turn in strength damage back at the enemy at the end of the turn. Pretty decent captain ability. But one of the main reasons someone will use Kuma, because he's pretty easy to farm. His 6 stamina's not too bad with double Marco team, even double Boa, even double Enel. You could actually be him free to play. But the main reason people will be using him is his special, and his special is pretty naughty. So he changes RCV, Tandem, Empty, Block, Bomb, all of them orbs into matching, and he amplifies the effect of all orbs by 1.75 for 1 turn. Pretty fucking good special if I do say so myself, and that is why he's ranked at the 5th spot on my illustrious list. Now, number 4, probably not a lot of people going to see this coming, is Mihawk. I do rate Mihawk in this game. He is the easiest raid boss out there. You could be a Gear 2 Luffy. One of the standard go-to free-to-play captains in the earlier stages of this game, and this is why he's ranked so high. He's just such a useful unit to have. Boost slashes by 2.5, not the best boost in the world, but it still will get the job done for a free-to-play team at the very beginning of the game. And his special, he'll cut the HP of all the enemies by 30%. It's special I still use to this day. I'll still take Mihawk along and definitely cut away a lot of HP. One of the only downsides is he only has 1 slot, which is kind of annoying. The reason why he's ranked this high is he's just, you know, my personal preference, one of the go-to raid bosses in this game, and he's incredibly easy to farm. So yeah, that's why he's at number 4 spot. Now, number 3, a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, why is Dopey here? Dopey should be a lot higher. He's probably number 1 on a lot of people's lists, but I rank Dopey at number 3. He boosts the attack and HP of slashes by 2 times. If you've got the slasher poke, you've got some naughty HP. But the main reason everybody uses Dopey, and everybody loves Dopey, he lets you switch around orbs twice, and he boosts the effect of orbs, and he boosts the effect of matching orbs by 2 times for 1 turn. You know, one of the best specials in this game, and yeah, it's pretty goddamn naughty. This is one of the main reasons I'm putting him in my 3rd spot, is because you won't really be running him as captain that much. You'll definitely be running him as a sub, always as a sub in a slasher team. He's also got 2 sockers as well, so not too bad. But I personally rate the next 2 raid bosses higher than him. Number 2, we have the Man on the Moon, and that is Enel. 3 slot captain, boosts the attack of all quick characters by 2.25, and he recovers 5 times his RCV at the end of the turn. So if you've got 2 Enels, you're going to be getting some naughty healing. Now his special reduces HP by 90%, does 20k fixed damage, so perfect for Princess Turtles, and he boosts quick characters by 2 times for 1 turn. I do believe he has a 100% clear rate in this game. Absolute monster of a raid boss. You know, he's very, very underrated in my personal opinion. Actually, he's probably not underrated. I think everybody fucking loves Enel. Who doesn't love Enel? I love him. Everybody loves him. Go-to unit. That healing is absolutely naughty. Only thing is, he's pretty hard to farm. His 60 stamina is still pretty difficult to this day. But if you've got the right team, you can beat it. But he is my 2nd best raid boss. Now for number 1, can you guess it? I think everybody's already guessed it right now. It's Raid Sabo. Jesus Christ, Raid Sabo is a monster. He's 3 slot captain, and he boosts the attack of all 3 spirit characters by 3.5 after good, great, perfect. So basically, he has the best, I think, highest captain ability for a free-to-play character in this game. It's basically the free-to-play Log Luffy. He is naughty. Now his special pretty much gives him a 100% clear rate. Deals random targetless damage to all enemies for 2 turns. Every character gets 55 times their attack boosted. Naughty. So they're going to be doing a lot of damage. He's going to be doing a lot of damage, and this is after you hit good, great, perfect. Absolute godly. Sabo is a monster, but he is pretty hard to beat. But if you're a free-to-play player and you want to play this game free-to-play, you know, I'm going to recommend you gem and get this bad boy, because he'll pretty much clear you all the content in this game. He is absolutely fucking naughty. And you can also farm sockets for your Legend Sabo if you have him as well. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my illustrious, Oscar-worthy, critically acclaimed top 10 raid bosses list. Don't forget, this is my opinion. This is just my opinion, you know. I use some raid bosses more than others. You know how it is. We all do. We all have certain teams. That's my opinion. I'm Mrtcupz. You rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.